Welcome to this brief introductory video to BIX. So more than just an AI assistant, BIX is designed to be the newest member of your cybersecurity team by providing tailored and actionable insights for stakeholders of all levels. From tactical advice on where vulnerabilities exist and how to resolve them, through to quantifying the risks associated with exposures in financial terms that the business can easily digest. BIX will automatically adapt to the role of the individual interacting with it, from practitioners through to the office of the CISO, offering insights on topics like risk mitigation strategies and recent cybersecurity events which may introduce risk to your organization. BIX is available both within Balbix as a pop-out window and as a smartphone app. So let's take that for a spin now. So to get started with BIX, let's follow some of the suggested prompts by asking about our top risk issues. So BIX is based upon multi-agent architecture. BIX knows where to route your question to subordinate language models to answer questions based upon the data available to it within Balbix. And we can see now that it's gone ahead and retrieved that data, and now it's summarizing for us a wide variety of issues about obsolete and vulnerable applications, unpatched mission critical, perimeter and core assets, and also giving us a ranking of medium severity issues. And it's also gone ahead and suggested a few follow-up questions for us. But let's go ahead and ask it to simplify this for us. So we can say, please simplify this to 2 bullets, because this is a little bit long. And since large language models excel at summarizing data, this is a pretty natural thing for us to ask it. And here we go. We can see it's prioritized the top 2 issues for us. And maybe now we want to take a little bit of action from this, right? So let's ask it to help us create an email for the CIO asking for help with the issues in bullet 1. And maybe max 2 paragraphs and use dollars of risk. So now we see BIX adopting awareness of our specific persona, and we're asking it to summarize further, but also to use financial terms. This is something that Balbix excels at because every risk and exposure we identify, we reference with the impact of a breach on that asset, and then we can assign financial and monetary terms to it. And there we go. So to round this out, let's be a bit more prescriptive and say, modify paragraph 2 to request a meeting on Monday, because this is important to us. We'll go ahead and send that, and we'll wait for it to run. So we can see that BIX is really here to help you make your data actionable. Through outbound integrations with platforms like email, you'll be able to send this email directly to another Balbix user, in this case the CIO. You could send it over a notification channel like Teams or Slack. We really want to minimize the amount of work you need to spend hunting for data and then also summarizing why you think this is important. And you have the ability to really lean on BIX for its own expertise to help you do that. So let's go ahead and look at another use case for BIX. So just think back to the last time there was a major open source vulnerability or software dependency you were using. And the first question that always comes down from the top is, are we using it? Are we affected? Is it exploitable within our environment? And that can then turn into a day, a week, potentially multiple weeks worth of investigation work. So let's see how BIX can help us with that. So let's say, are we affected by CVE 2024-9680? So this particular vulnerability is a 0-day remote code execution vulnerability in Firefox. It's a pretty nasty one. And we can see BIX now engaging its agents to go and look through the complete software inventory and bill of materials across all of our assets. If this particular vulnerability applied to applications, we would report those findings back here as well. But in this case, it's just a desktop application. And we can see here that we have 8 assets that are affected by it. So beyond just confirming that we are affected by it, let's ask BIX to help us. So we can ask it to create a remediation project to fix this vulnerability in the next 2 days, because we want to be prescriptive about how quickly and how we're going to fix this. So when we create this vulnerability remediation project in Balbix, it's going to automatically identify the assets, how to fix it. If there's a risk owner for those assets, we can automatically dispatch it to them. And here we go, confirmation that the project has been created. So again, BIX is really here to help you automate the overwhelming majority of the mundane day-to-day tasks that you need to face during your role as either a vulnerability management practitioner or as someone operating in the SOC and wondering where exploits are going to happen. BIX really has something to offer for the entire cybersecurity team. So thank you very much for watching this introductory video to BIX. If you want to try it for yourself or you want to learn more about it, please reach out to us at balbix.com.